I am the Dadcrafter, and this is the Chest Cavity Challenge, where you're going to see me perform all sorts of unlikely surgery on unwilling mobs. That's right, in this challenge we're going to do all sorts of fun things. We're going to look for different mobs, we're going to find them, we are going to open them up, and we are going to take their organs and use them to our advantage. What exactly we're going to find, I don't know, because I'm not sure where this challenge is going to take us today. Last time that we did this, we were making our way all over the world looking for different resources. We did go ahead and build ourselves our first house here. Doesn't it look wonderful, the home that we've created for ourselves? It's just a little bit of a basic shelter here with 4 walls. Yes, that's right, 4. We did add that 4th wall. We don't yet have a ceiling. We don't really have a true floor, but maybe we'll get some of that stuff knocked out here today as we play our way through this world and this challenge. For those of you who don't remember, I am the Dadcrafter, and I'm taking on different challenges that my kids lay out for me. One of those, which I'm doing right now, is the Chest Cavity Challenge, where, as you may have guessed, I'm going to be opening up different mobs to check out their insides. That's right, every mob has a chest cavity that you can open up and see what they've got going on. For example, here, this zombie's got some rotten muscle, a rotten liver, a rotten heart, and basically just all around rotten inside. Nothing worth taking from this zombie other than his spine, which leaves him completely immobilized. That's right, this zombie, he can't move. I took his spine and he's stuck. So we're going to leave him right there, and we're going to go ahead and see what else we can find. And in fact, I see one of the things that we're looking for, which is a spider. Unfortunately, I see 2 of them, so we're going to have to try to kill one of them without killing the other and without dying ourselves so that we can open up the other spider here. That's right, get that spider's spine out. And he's still attacking me. Oh no, I took my own spine out. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh boy. I literally just threw my own spine on the ground, which means that I can't move. I have half a heart. I managed to kill the spider, but oh, I can just barely hop around. Oh boy. Okay, we have to do this right now. We have to get our spine back. And we need to heal ourselves up a little bit so that we're able to open up our own chest without dying and hope that no mobs find their way to us. Man, it's lucky that you can hop around in this, because if you couldn't, I'd really be in trouble. I don't know how else I was going to get my spine back if I couldn't have gotten to it that way. But thankfully, we've got our spine back, and now that we have the spine back, we can continue on with getting our health back. And once we get our health back, we can go ahead and we can get our spine put back in. I think it takes about 3 hearts to open up your chest, so hopefully no mobs show up here before I manage to get that taken care of, because right now I am basically immobilized. I can hop around just a little bit, but that's about it. Let's get that 4th heart just in case, and then we'll open our chest up and we will put our spine back in. There we go. We opened it up. 2 hearts is all it took. Oh, thank goodness. And now that we've got our spine back in, we have got the insect keika. I should probably have looked up how you pronounce that word, because I haven't the slightest clue, as you can probably tell. But that insect keika is what we need in order to let ourselves become the weakest Spider-Man known to man. That's right. We're going to become a super, super weak form of Spider-Man, and we're going to be able to use that weakened form of Spider-Man to create string. Nothing too fancy there, nothing too exciting, but we can make string as Spider-Man. So we'll go ahead and we will heal ourselves up the rest of the way, and then we're going to open up our chest and we're going to insert that spider keika and use it to create some string, because you know what? We've got a few string, but who couldn't use more? All right, we're pretty well healed here, so we'll go ahead, we'll open ourselves up here, and we've got that insect piece, and we're going to go ahead and, I don't know, I think maybe, what can we live without here? Maybe we can live without a rib. We'll try that. We'll go ahead and put that in, and then we're going to need to set up a control for this. So let's go ahead and look under keybinds, and let's see. We've got our organ abilities, and this one is going to be the silk ability, and we've actually got that one set to the U key already. So let's go ahead here. Let's go into the 3rd person, and we're going to hit the U key, and you're going to see, well, maybe let's go to this 3rd person, and we'll hit the U key. Apparently, wherever I put that, it does not work. So we need to put that somewhere else. Maybe we put it in place of the spleen and put my rib back. Let's see. Nope, that's still not doing it. Let's see. We'll put the spleen back. Intestine, maybe? Maybe I grabbed the wrong thing. I thought that's what you needed. Well, let's go ahead and let's heal ourselves back up a little bit so that we can try putting that somewhere else, because at this point my health is dwindling, and we may need a little help from the chat as to where exactly we need to place this piece of spider in order to get the string to come out. You know, it looks like a stomach is, I guess, kind of what it seems the most like, so maybe we put it there. No, stomach is still not working. I am hitting the right key, I think. Let's see. Check that out again here. It was the U key. Utility abilities. V key, U key for silk. So I think that's the right one. So let's go ahead and let's try V. No, V's not doing it. Let's try U. U's not doing it. All right, well, maybe that's not the right piece of the spider. So let's start there. Let's go back and see what other pieces that spider dropped us. Oh yeah, it's still there. We can go ahead here and see what else did that spider drop us. Maybe he dropped us something else. Stomach, no. Muscle, no. So it's got to be this piece. I did this when I did my first test run of this challenge, and I was able to figure it out. But right now, it's absolutely escaping me. So hang on a second here. Let's see if we can't figure this out. Well, first and foremost, we need to heal our... Oh, no. Well, eating insect muscle is not good for you. Don't eat insect muscle. We just learned that lesson the hard way. What do we have that we can eat? We've got some melon slices. So we don't want to eat the insect muscle. We don't want to put the insect kekia into our stomach, our rib, or our intestines, because none of those seem to do the trick. So we're going to have to figure out where it is that we're supposed to put that. In the meantime, let's go ahead and smelt up some iron. We've got some gold. We do also have a creeper appendix, which I think I know how that works, although maybe not. I was thinking just put it in place of the appendix, but something tells me that's not going to be correct. Forgot I've got a chest here, so we'll go ahead and put some things away that we don't need. Why would that? Interesting. The gunpowder that you get from a creeper does not stack with the gunpowder that you get from like killing the creeper. Like what you got out of the creeper does not stack with what you get when you killed the creeper. That's interesting. I would not have thought that. So it's like a different kind of gunpowder. All right, we almost got our iron done with. We've almost got ourselves healed back up. You know, I never once said that I knew what I was doing here, and it's a good thing that I didn't, because clearly I do not know what I'm doing here. But we're going to continue on. We're going to try to figure out what's going on here, and we're going to go ahead and open ourselves back up and see. Maybe it's this herbivore rumen that's creating the problem. I don't think I need that, and that was my empty slot, so we'll go ahead and put that there, and let's go ahead back into this mode. No, I don't see anything happening. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to say that that is a fail for now. We'll figure it out later. We're not going to give up on it, but we're going to pause on opening ourselves up repeatedly, because there's no real benefit to doing that. Now, we've got our cave that we were starting to explore. I'd like to finish my house, maybe. I'd like to ultimately make a little progress towards, like, good old-fashioned Minecrafting here today. You know, get to the nether, perhaps. Get myself... we got some decent armor already, so I guess we don't need to worry about that. You know, let's just continue maybe building up our world here a little bit. Maybe we do a little farming. See a cow over there. Maybe we get a pen put together for him so that we can get a few more cows, because one of the things that is difficult is, you know, if you have to always find your food, so it's good to have a good food source. Cows are good for leather. A lot of things we can do with a cow. If we were a weak Spider-Man making string, we could make some bundles. I like bundles. Those are helpful to have. So not sure exactly where I'm going to go with this run today, but so far we've learned a couple of things. We've learned that if you remove your own spine, it is really hard to move around. Thankfully, you can hop, because I kind of removed mine while I was running, which meant that it quickly left me where I couldn't reach my own spine. And you know, when you can't reach your own spine, that's a bad thing. So we're going to go ahead here and we're going to craft up some sticks, maybe. And then we're going to craft up some fences, maybe a couple more of those. And we'll craft up a gate. And we're going to go ahead. Well, why can't we craft up a gate? I don't know the recipe for a gate, but boy, is this broken. Some things in this challenge don't seem to work quite right. Why is it not letting me craft a gate? What is the recipe for a gate? It looks like it's this. Let's see. Recipe for a gate. It seems as though we've got the recipe. All right. I don't understand why I can't craft up a gate. I got sticks. I got planks, but I cannot craft up a gate. Okay, well, this is going to make things a little bit harder. So we are going to have to figure out how to work with this, where we can't actually craft up a gate, but we want to create a little pen for our cow, who he's still over there. So let's see how we can make this work for ourselves. We're going to have to trap him somewhere that we can get to him, that he can't get away from us. So let's see. If we do it like that, he can go up 1 block. He can't go up 2, though. So let's see if we do it like this. Then we can trap him in there and just add a block. I guess that might work. Let's see. Let's give that a try. We're going to go ahead. We're going to coerce these cows over into our cow pen over here. Get them in here. Come on, Mr. Cow. And then we'll go ahead and we'll breed those cows. And we will box them in where they're now trapped in there and they can't get out. So we've accomplished that much. We found a way to work around the lack of a gate. Not sure that that was the world's most perfect solution, but it worked. So we'll go with it. And now we're going to go ahead and craft up a new sword, because I realized my sword broke when I was fighting off those spiders. Or fighting with those spiders, I should say. No, I think it's something with this stick, because look, this stick won't stack with that stick. So maybe that's why my gate wasn't working. Let's try this. If we do a gate, it was stick, stick, plank, plank, or maybe it was sticks up here. No? Stick, stick. That's the weirdest thing. All right, well, still doesn't want to work for us, so we'll move on from that. We've got a sword, which is what we needed. We got some food. We need to get some more food. Like that's a number one, you know, any Minecraft. You got to have enough food, and right now we don't have much food at all. I think we probably need to plant a garden so we can grow some food in addition to, you know, hunting for food. So we've got the pigs here. We can take those pigs out. I'm not going to worry about trying to save pigs. Just going to go ahead and get some meat from these pigs. Pigs are not as useful as cows, so we don't really need to save pigs in our world. You know, it's funny because in the last challenge I did, the Skyblock challenge, the pig was like super stoked when I found him because I needed pigs in that challenge. In this challenge, I don't really have a need for pigs. You know, they're food. Like that's about the only thing that they're good for in this challenge is as a food source. They're not really good for anything beyond that. So we'll just go ahead and get the meat from those pigs. We're going to go ahead here. We're going to collect some coal. We can use the coal to make some more torches. I think I used up most of what I had working down in my mine previously. So we'll go ahead here and we will just mine up some coal. And we will get this coal and have enough to make a handful more torches so we can maybe go light up that cave. Still wondering what that light was. Many people in the comments said that it was just the world that had yet to render. And they're probably right. Like I want to say there's like a 90% chance that they're right. But that 10% chance that it was some mysterious place in Minecraft that I have never seen is really drawing me to go back there. So, you know, might have to make my way back down into the cave to see what was really going on down there. For now, we're just going to gather some resources. That's what I was looking for, some sand. I want to make some windows for my house, and to make windows, to make glass, you need sand. So we'll go ahead here across the water, and we'll collect up some sand. Oh, we got a drown there that we need to look out for. He's going to come for me, of course, because, you know, drowns never cooperate. They just kill. That's one thing to know about drowns. They're not friends. They're not food. They're just ruthless killers. So we'll steer clear of the drown, and we'll just collect up some sand here while we're on the dry land, where that drown will hopefully leave us alone. Probably not, though. He'll probably come for us. Oh, there's an octopus, and somebody was asking me before if you can open up an octopus. You know, the squid, I guess I should call it. It's not an octopus. It's a squid, I think. And we'll go ahead here in a second, and we'll see if we can open that guy up. Because if we can, we want to see what he's got. What is he hiding in his chest cavity? We'll go ahead over here, and we'll go check him out. Hopefully we can avoid that drown while we do so. I can hear him gurgling. I don't want to deal with the drown. I want to deal with a squid's chest cavity. And sure enough, it's got gills. It's got a heart. It's got, oh boy, I'm getting tridented by this drown. So we're going to have to watch out for him. I was working on my squid, Mr. Drown. I was not wanting to deal with you. Where's this squid? Here he is. Oh, that's my chest. That's my chest. Come on, Mr. Squid. I want your... My gosh. That's 3 times. 4 times. Oh, if I do it again, I'm going to kill myself. So we're going to take a break there from opening our chest 4 times in a row. And we're going to focus on the squid. Oh, gosh, that stupid drown. All right. Well, we've established that you can open a squid. But right now, I've got a drown with a trident who is hell-bent on getting me. And I want to open other people's chests, not have my chest opened with a trident. So we're going to go ahead and abandon ship on this for a second. In fact, we're going to sleep because I just need to have some opportunity here to heal up, not to get killed by a mob while I'm trying to heal from a drown. And oh my gosh, he's on land now. Why is that drown way up here on land? Did you see that? He is not... Oh gosh, darn it. I was trying to eat a melon and I opened my stupid chest. I need my sword back out. Hopefully the sun is killing that drown for me. Yes, there we go. And he dropped me a nautilus shell. That's kind of cool. Don't really have much need for that yet, but still pretty cool. And there's another drown down here in the water. I just cannot escape these guys. But at least the guy with the trident is leaving me alone now. Well, he's leaving everybody alone now, I guess is the better way to put it. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this guy before he causes us any more trouble. Because I'd like to be able to mess with a squid, and I'm not going to be able to mess with a squid while I'm messing with a drown. Alright, drown is taken care of. Let's go ahead and let's open up a squid again, because I wanted to see what all he had inside. He had gills, which I don't know if those will let me breathe underwater. And that's my chest. And there's the squid's chest. So he's got gills. That's pretty cool. I got to watch my breath meter here. Muscles, ribs, appendix. I got to go up for air. And there's another drown there. And I don't have enough life to mess around right now. So didn't look like there was anything else that I really wanted out of that squid, but I got some gills. But they're only compatible with the squid. Ah, that's what I was hoping wouldn't be the case. Alright, well, my dreams of the Dadcrafter breathing underwater with squid gills appear to have been, thwarted there, because those gills are only compatible with the squid. So that's unfortunate, because I definitely would have been happy to have some underwater breathing capabilities. Let's see, I see some lapis over there. We're going to go and mine that. But before we do that, we're going to go one more time and open up, not the Dadcrafter. We're going to open up, not the Dadcrafter. We're going to open up the squid. So we've got kidneys, ribs, muscles. Everything appears to only be compatible with the squid. So nothing there that the Dadcrafter can use. And I'm going to get myself killed if I keep trying to get into these squids. So we're going to go ahead and quit opening them up and just take this one out, because he's swimming into a wall for no reason. There's all his organs. Well, we could have gotten those the easy way, I guess. But we're going to open up this wall, and we're going to get the lapis out of the wall. So So far, we are hurting ourselves a lot more than we're hurting any mobs. That's the good news. You know, if you were worried about the Dadcrafter being unfair to mobs, that's not the case. I'm very fair to mobs. I hurt myself equally as much as I hurt any mobs. We're doing surgery on the Dadcrafter, much the same as we're doing surgery on any mob. So that's the good news. We're not abusing mobs. We've established that you can't open up a chicken. They don't like to be opened. But what we've got here is we've finally got some seeds, so we can go ahead and start a farm. We've got some squid parts that I don't think are going to be super useful. We've got our couple of cows, which is good. We need to put a roof on our house. Like, I think that's something that we should work on doing here. But I need to craft up a bucket. That's one thing that I do need to do because I don't have a bucket yet. Let's go ahead and throw some things in our chest here because once again, our inventory is absolutely filled with things that we don't need to be carrying around with us. I don't get why these sticks won't stack. Am I like forgetting and are sticks limited to 16? Is that what it is? Can you only stack 16 sticks? No, because I can only put 8. Yeah, something with these sticks that don't want to stack. Like, must be getting sticks from mobs that aren't the same as the sticks that are coming out of that are coming from wood or trees or whatever. We're going to put that creeper appendix there. We're going to figure out what to do with that a little later. That looks pretty good for inventory management. Let's go ahead and get ourselves that bucket. So now we have a bucket. We can start our farm. We need to get some water in the bucket. So we'll go ahead and do that. Grab some water. And then we'll make our way back over here to the grass, where we will establish a farm. I'm going to put that water in there. Don't have a hoe, so we need to make a hoe. Faux show. We'll use those 2 random sticks that don't seem to want to do anything else. And then we are going to go over here, and we are going to hoe up some till some soil. And then we're going to plant some seeds so that we can start growing some more wheat because we've got some cows down here and they like that wheat and we want to feed those cows. All right, so kind of take stock of where we're at right now. We are not doing well. We need food. We badly need food. We do have some pork chops that we can cook up. Let's go ahead and cook those up because I think those would be good to have. Some better food than melons, which we're quickly running out of. And before we head back down into our cave, we really need to have a better food supply. Oh, what we do have here is we have some potatoes. We can plant the potatoes now that we've got a farm going. So we'll plant those so that we can get some more potatoes. That's a good thing. Let's see. What do we have in terms of bricks? Not a whole lot. I mean, we've got a little bit of sand. We've got a little bit of wood. We've got a little bit of cobblestone. Not quite enough that I feel like we should be building a roof just yet. So we'll hold off on that for now. I really want to get back down in that cave, but I also don't want to get back down in that cave until I've got a better food situation figured out. Because right now I just don't have enough food to be like, hey, let's go ahead and run around in a cave. I thought I saw another cow. Let's clear out some more trees because I don't have enough space here to really feel like I'm comfortable in my own skin, let alone comfortable in my own organs. But we'll go ahead and clear out a few more trees so that we've got room to move around. Dadcrafter likes his space, so we're going to go ahead and make a little more space for the Dadcrafter to move around. We're going to get rid of these trees. Don't need these white trees. What are these, like birch I think they're called? We don't need these. I don't really want to build anything with them, but I also don't need them. So we'll go ahead and get rid of those. That guy's not so good at going through doors. All right, we can now smelt up some sand to make glass so we can put some windows in our house. But I think maybe we do use this birch for something. Maybe we do make the roof out of birch. Maybe that's what we do. Come on. Maybe we make some birch roof here. So we're going to need more of that birch because that's not going to be enough. Oh, we needed an axe. Forgot to grab an axe while I was in here. What the heck? Oh, what the? A cleaver? Okay. I didn't know there was a cleaver option. I'm at a loss here. What is the recipe for an axe, and why can't I make one? It's like not liking my sticks. Let's go ahead here and make some new sticks. Let's make an axe. There's something with these sticks. I don't know what it is, but there is something with these sticks that I am not able to use them to craft things. That's really doesn't make sense to me, but there's some sticks that I cannot craft with, and I don't really understand a why behind that. It's not telling me that they're like not craftable, it's just not letting me use them to craft things. But speaking of crafting things, we'll craft up some glass here. We'll waste a piece because, you know, I never place glass without wasting a piece. And then we'll go ahead and we'll add these glass pieces in, so that our house just has some nice windows instead of these openings. Just make the place look a little bit nicer. Okay, cool. So we've got a axe again. We're working on our roof here. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with that cleaver. I didn't realize that was a thing in Minecraft. I'm thinking it's a chest cavity thing because, you know, you use a cleaver to cut up meat, to butcher things. Kind of feels like it fits with the chest cavity theme. But I don't know, is it a weapon? Is it a tool? Does it work better for animals? Does it work better for chopping trees? I don't know what the heck the cleaver actually does. So we're going to have to just, you know, roll with it and, you know, hope that we can use it for something, because at the moment I don't really know what that might be. In the meantime, we're going to chop down some more of these birch trees so we can get enough to make our roof. You know, it's that time of year that a lot of people are getting ready to celebrate some holidays, so hopefully you all are doing that and getting ready to celebrate some holidays, getting ready to see some family. I know that I am always one who gets excited for the holidays, so if you're one who does, go ahead and let me know. If you're one who doesn't, well, you know, bah humbug to you. All right, I think that's enough that we can build ourselves a roof. Let's see if we go like this. That'll get us up on the roof. And then let's see here, we'll just kind of do a little style like this. You know, we need to do some sort of an end style though. I didn't think about that. We'll use the oak planks to do a, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. To do a little bit of an end styling here. So we'll go like that. We'll go 2 there. We'll go 3. We'll start with 2 everywhere, so we can actually make our way across. So we're 2 there. We're going to go 3 there. We'll go 4 there. We'll go 3 there. We'll go 2 there. 1 there. Well, that didn't work. So we got 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. I guess we got to do it like that. No, that didn't work either. Gotta go like that. Boom. Okay. Now we got it. Just gotta, you know, give. Oh, well, I forgot about that one. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now I think we're cooking. We kind of gave this a weird design, but that's okay. Weird designs are very welcome. We gotta go 1, 2, 3. Gotta go. All right. So. Roof building is not my forte, clearly, but we'll make something work here. All right, so we'll go there and we'll go there. That looks like it's the same. And that's all we're really going for, is it just needs to be the same on both sides. All right, so now we've got that done. We'll go ahead back down here and we're going to build up our next layer of roof. And if you've got any suggestions for me on roof design, I am definitely in the market for other designs to use. This is the only one that I really know of, is just this kind of basic stair-step design for a roof. Pretty chill, pretty simple. Doesn't require a whole lot of thinking other than you got to, you know, design your side pieces like I just did with some sort of design that works. This is going to give us a enclosure, that nice and tall ceilings. Everybody likes a tall ceiling, so we'll enjoy that, having the tall ceiling here. And then on the very top, we're going to need just some regular planks. So we'll just do a row of planks across there. We'll come down here and we'll do our same design on this side. And we need to actually, yeah, no, that's right. That's what we did. So we'll go ahead and go all the way across with our stairs. And then we'll do the same back this way. We're going to need more of these stairs, it looks like. I don't know if I had more than the one stack, but the one stack is not going to be enough. Oh, shoot. Well, the one stack's definitely not going to be enough when we fall off the roof. Oh, and we left our door open. We don't want mobs coming in. Oh, we do have more. We don't want mobs coming in here just yet, or at all for that matter. This is not meant to be a mob-friendly zone. So let's go ahead and let's just block our way up here onto the roof again. And we'll go ahead and keep on finishing up this roof. For those just tuning in, this is the chest cavity challenge. We're working on stealing things from mobs and putting them into our chest to see what abilities they give us. So far, we have gotten a creeper's appendix, which I think is going to let me blow up. We'll try that out once we get to daytime here. We tried stealing a spider's insect kakia. I don't know how you say the word, so that makes it pretty hard, but we stole one. It didn't do us any good. I couldn't figure out how to make it turn me into Spider-Man like it did the last time. So we'll go ahead. Let's sleep through the night here. And once we do wake up, we're going to try out that creeper appendix. All right. First, we're going to finish our roof because I can't just leave that roof completely hanging like that. We gotta finish this roof off. So we'll go ahead here. We're going to clear this cobblestone out of the way because we don't need it where it is anymore. So we'll put it somewhere a little bit more useful. We'll chop down this one random stair that we placed upside down. And then I think I need to go cut down like 1 or 2 more birch trees, and I should have what I need to finish off this build. Oh man, I have got 3 skeletons out in the open here, and I think I can get into one of them. Oh yeah. We got your spine, buddy. Oh, that didn't seem to stop him. Well, he has nothing but decayed ribs and a spine. Spiders are useless. Why do I want to call them spiders? Skeletons are pretty useless in this challenge. They don't drop anything, or they don't have anything in their chest cavity worth taking. That was actually really surprising. I thought for sure a skeleton would have something. There he is. Disappeared on me for a second. But they literally have nothing. They have a spine, which you can't use, and then it was like some rotten pieces that you couldn't really use either. All right, we got to get this wood. They were like ribs. That was about all they were packing in there. Like, I mean, I guess to be fair, the chest cavity of a skeleton would probably be fairly empty. Wouldn't really be loaded with stuff. We don't want the decayed spines. We'll drop that in favor of some arrows. We're going to go ahead and get that sheep to follow us back because we wouldn't mind having some sheep on in our pen. So let's go ahead and let's attract him to come follow us with a little bit of hay. We'll say, hey sheep, come on this way. Oh, let's get that cow too. Hang on. Come on, cow. All right, so we got a cow and a sheep that we'll add to our pen. Get these guys to follow us over. And once we do that, we just got to get them to come up and over. Come on, sheep. Come on, cow. There we go. All right. Well, we got a handful of these cows now. What I didn't do was give myself a way out of here. All right, well, we're going to need to figure that out because we need a way for us to get out that won't let the mobs out. For now, I think I can just break a block and real quick replace a block. That'll do for now, but long term, we're going to need to figure out a way to build a gate. And it wasn't letting me build a gate, which is really weird. Oh, well, now it will. So, problem solved. We'll just use a gate. That makes things a lot easier. So we'll go ahead and put that right here. And going forward, we'll just be able to go in and out using our gate. That's a lot easier than having to make a way in and out every time. Okay, farm is coming along, ceilings, roof is coming along. This build is coming along. All right, so we'll go ahead now and we'll go up and we're going to finish off our roof, hopefully. Oh, I didn't craft up the stairs, darn it. We're not going to finish our roof yet because we need to craft these stairs. See, something with these sticks does not work, and I don't understand why certain sticks just don't seem to work to craft things. Let's see. Those sticks work. So I'm going to do something here so I don't get confused anymore. I'm going to go ahead and use those sticks in my furnace because those are useless sticks. We've got to remember useless sticks and good sticks. We don't want the useless ones in our inventory because, well, after all, they're useless. And what good can we do with a useless stick? All right, so we've got some more of these. I think we need a little bit more birch to finish off our roof. Let's eat something because we are not looking so good. So we're going to eat a little bit, and then we are going to grab some birch. El Capitan, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yeah, I stream at the most random times because it's all just a matter of when I actually have a free hour or two, and I just kind of jump on. So I wish I could give you a schedule and tell you, hey, I'll be on at this time, but my life doesn't really work that way. Such is the life of the Dadcrafter. But right now we are streaming, and yeah, I've got myself a little bit of a house built here, working on putting a roof on top of it, working on growing a farm, working on collecting some animals, trying to make this into a viable Minecraft world. That's really half the goal here with this particular challenge. Is it's not like Skyblock, where I've gotten really used to the Skyblock one, where like everything was kind of limited. This is good old-fashioned Minecraft in that everything's on the table, but you also have these weird chest cavity things to do also. Let's see. Just finished a Skyblock video. Yeah, what'd you think? Did you watch the one I dropped today? Let me know what you thought of it. I just think I've got just enough to make this roof complete. Actually, I think I can probably go with the stair step all the way. I was thinking I had to do some regular planks across, but I think, oh shoot, I don't like when I do that. I don't really know what I do to make it do that sometimes, but every once in a while you place these stairs just wrong and you get one of those goofy looking like angles, corner stairs. I think I'm going to end up being just shy of the number that I need here. And yes, El Capitan, the dripstone was a thrilling moment. I cannot really even describe to you how many hours I had the game playing in the background just waiting for dripstone. You see in the video how many wandering traders I had. Like, I show you every wandering trader that showed up. So, there were plenty of wandering traders who actually showed up, but it just felt like in between wandering traders was getting longer and longer and longer to the point where I was honestly starting to lose my patience. Like, I don't know that I could have waited very much longer. And then the way it actually worked out in the end, I had closed the game to start working on the video. Like, I was going to release a video where I didn't get the dripstone. I was like, well, maybe what I'll do is I'll just, release a video, because it had gotten to be, I think, over a week between videos. And I'm like, I guess I'll just put together a video that shows what I've done. I built the iron farm. I've built the skeleton. Maybe I'll just show those things. But I really wanted to put a cap on it with getting the dripstone. But dripstone wasn't coming, so, couldn't really do anything about it. So I'd closed the game out so that I could record some of those cinematic scenes. And then when I opened the game back up, I had it open for probably 5 minutes, and a wandering trader showed up, and he was the one. So, hours of sitting there with the game open, waiting for a wandering trader and barely getting them, and then having them not bring me what I wanted. I actually got the wandering trader with the dripstone 5 minutes into a play. So that was awesome, because I was like very hesitant to even open the game at that point. Like, I wasn't really even looking to play. I was just like, I had some time, and I'm like, I got to see what happens. And sure enough, that was when he finally showed up. And yeah, that let me finish the challenge that my kids gave me. Successfully getting to the Nether was really a lot of fun. Made me feel really good about myself. Made me feel really good about what else I can do here in Minecraft. And right now, with this particular challenge, you know, there's certain things that my son and daughter have given me to do, but I don't have those goals alone. Like I have additional goals of I want to get to the nether in this world, which much easier, you know, not going to be nearly as hard to do, but I want to get to the end dragon and, you know, beat Minecraft the traditional way in this game while also accomplishing those other goals that my kids have given me. So yeah, we're going to have some fun with this one. So far, you know, we've made some basic progress. We've got some cows, so we're starting to get ourselves a food source. We've got some sheep, or at least a sheep, so we need to find another sheep. But we're making some progress. And, you know, best of all is we've actually got a complete house here. And that's always cool to have. There's a sheep that I can bring over. Going to have to kind of go a certain path to get him over. We got this ditch. Oh, we got a brown sheep. Come on, Mr. Brown Sheep. So we'll bring these sheep over. Yeah, well, I figured now that I actually have an avatar worth showing, I can, you know, include him in the building scenes. Prior to that awesome skin that one of my viewers put together for me, I was just embarrassed. Like I didn't want to show my guy with his, you know, completely blacked out back and lack of any form or figure building things. I just thought that was a little too lame. What are these sheep doing? Come on. Come on, sheep. Come on, let's go. Yeah, so now that I have an avatar that I'm happy to show off, it's a completely different ball game. Like I think it's cool to show him off as I'm building things versus, you know, being embarrassed of just how awful it looks. So yeah, so going forward, I do intend to use the avatar when I am building things using that cinematic view. So hopefully you'll see a lot more of that going forward. Although I will say, here in this particular challenge, what the, get in there. Here in this particular challenge, I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm using a different loader to get into version 1.18, which is where this chest cavity challenge lives. But it doesn't let me use my cinematic recorder. So that mod is the replay mod, and the replay mod is attached to my normal version of Minecraft. And this chest cavity mod is attached to my version 1.18 of Minecraft. So can't use both mods at the same time, unfortunately, which means I won't have any of the cinematic views. So the best you're going to get of the Dadcrafter is going to be, you know, just these nice third-person shots. And it's a good opportunity to show off that I've already gotten myself some iron armor, got myself some sweet boots out of a shipwreck. Okay, I need to get some more food. Like that's still my biggest challenge because I tend to open my own chest more often than anyone else's, and every time I do that it hurts me, and every time it hurts me, well, I cry a little inside and outside and need to eat in order to replenish. So we're gonna go ahead. We've got a couple of sheep in our, I keep forgetting that I actually can get more from the sheep than just the basic. So we'll get the wool from him. We don't need his rib, like, yeah, the muscle. We can craft more food than just like what you would get in a traditional Minecraft game. I always forget that. So we're going to have to craft up some more of those cooked meat slices because those are helpful. So let's go ahead. Let's see here. If we craft up, I think it was, yeah, there we go. So we got a meat slice. Don't have enough for another one. Oh, yeah, we do. So we'll go ahead and we'll do a couple of those. And boom. Okay, so now we can cook those up using our useless sticks, the sticks that don't seem to want to work for anything. So we can cook up some of these meat slices, which will help us have a little more food. We got an animal heart here. I need like a garbage can because I don't need that animal heart. I still don't really know exactly what this cleaver is for. I think it works like a sword, which, you know, would generally make sense. Let's see, I can craft up some more glass panes to fill in my windows over here that are unfilled. And then let's just do a little inventory cleanup because I want to get back underground. I gotta make some torches. I need some more sticks to make some more torches. I want to get back underground because I need like more iron. I would like some diamonds. I would like to get myself the things that I need to actually get to the nether. More options. You're going to work on a storage system in the shorter term. You know, more items does kind of mean I need a way to store them. I don't think I'm going to go quite as crazy as I did in my long-term world and build out like a redstone system, but I might need to have like some organization. I do definitely think that some lava as a disposal system is called for, because that'll help a lot, just to be able to dump things off in lava and no longer have to leave things laying on the floor. We'll find a way to actually dispose of things the right way, which the right way feels like lava to me. So let's see, we've got plenty. See, now this is the same thing, like this piece of wood, I think I got that one from the creeper and it doesn't work for anything. We're going to go ahead here. Let's see, we'll leave that behind. We'll take those, we'll cook those. Okay, I think we're pretty good here. I don't really, well, maybe I should take these arrows since I've got a bow. We'll keep those. I'm not going to need a hoe underground. I'm not going to need that. I'm not going to need that. We'll put that here. All right. I like to keep myself as much inventory space as possible because I don't want to run out of inventory space while I'm underground and find something cool. One other thing I wanted to do was bring a bucket of water with me this time. We'll leave our wheat behind because we don't need that. Oh, you know what? I can get the water down here. So we're going. We're going to... I don't think I need the bed. It's just me playing. It's not like me going to bed is gonna bother anybody. Chat is talking without words. LOL. It's just emojis. Oh man, I'm missing the emojis, guys. So if you're chatting without words, I can't stare at the chat and play. So I did just see a heart fly by, so I appreciate that. But I apologize. I've been missing your emojis. If you guys are sending them, those are not. They don't stay on the screen long enough for me to see them. So you know, if you want me to respond, use words. But I certainly appreciate the emojis. All right. So we're back down in our cave here, and I'm going to be honest, I prefer a straight path down. Like, it's cool that I found a cave and all, but it's so hard to navigate through a cave. So I'm going to go ahead here, and I'm going to just tunnel down and get myself lower this way, because I can't be sure that I'm going to find my way anywhere the other way. I will try to remember this time to place torches often enough that you guys aren't staring at a dark pathway. It helps me too, but I know for you guys that are watching, it's tough to see, you know, without the torches. Oliver P5K2H. I'm just going to call you Oliver because that's a lot easier for me. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you jumping in the chat. We've got ourselves some more lapis. We'll go ahead and collect that because eventually we're going to be able to do some enchanting in this world. You know, back in my skyblock, enchanting was off the table because I don't have any diamonds or any way to really get them. I guess now that I've gotten to the nether, in theory, I could get to a nether fortress and get diamonds from there. But that's kind of tough to pull off, and I don't see myself sticking around, you know, not right now at least. Like this challenge has my interest, which is what was killing me, El Capitan, that I couldn't get the dripstone, was I was wanting to move on and focus on this challenge. I didn't want to just keep playing Skyblock trying to get a wandering trader. Like, it gets boring when the number one thing that you're doing is standing around waiting for a wandering trader. Like, I can't think of a more boring way to play Minecraft than that. And that's all that there really was for me to do, was stand around and wait for a wandering trader. That's why I went ahead and built the giant skeleton, because I just needed something else to do to pass the time. And I had all of those bone blocks. I had so much iron that I was actually able to put together, you know, the different colors that you need for the skeleton. So went ahead and did that just to pass the time. But this is a lot more fun for me, is like, I feel like I'm actually playing Minecraft. I'm down in a cave. I'm trying to find some diamonds. I just found some iron. I just found some lapis. It's like, you know, this is why you play Minecraft. You yearn for the mines, as it were. So, you know, yearning for the mines, and here I am in the mines. And I am happy to be doing this challenge now. I feel like the number of hours that went into that Skyblock challenge. I had to laugh. Like somebody commented, I did a remix of episodes 1 and 2, like posted them on my current channel because I had originally posted them on an old channel. And when I put them on the new channel, somebody commented that, you know, the challenge my kids gave me is cruel because it's like, you know, it's not a quick and easy challenge. It's a hard challenge. It's a long challenge. And I don't think they had seen that I was already, you know, 11 episodes or 10 episodes deep at that point into the challenge. And I'm reading that comment and I'm like, yeah, you don't say that it's a hard challenge because I've already spent, I think, the better part of a month working on it. And I'm still waiting for this stupid wandering trader to show up with some pointed dripstone. Yeah, well, I'm glad I was able to make it an entertaining video, El Capitan, because that was my goal. Was I was like, you know, just because I'm bored doesn't mean that my viewers need to be bored, and you know, so I was trying to still make a entertaining video despite it being a boring process. And you know, there were some things that went on during that time, like, you know, I got chased by a chicken jockey and a baby drowned at the same time. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me before in any other world. So, you know, some unique things taking place. I have to say, this being version 1.18, I get disappointed now every time I see copper because I want to make cool things out of copper. I want to make armor. I want to make tools. But copper in this version is the useless copper. There's like nothing you can make. I think you can make a lightning rod, which I don't really have a whole lot of use for a lightning rod. All right, we're at -2 only. That's crazy. I would think that I was further down at this point. But -2 is still -2. We'll keep working our way down. Going to try to stay true to my add a torch more often than I normally would. Like usually when I'm mining like this, if I'm just playing by myself, I put torches like every 10-ish bricks, maybe more than that, you know, where you can just barely not see. Whoa, look at that. I was not expecting to see a diamond already. That's awesome. Well, that's exactly why we're down here, is to look for diamonds. So there it is. Boom, another one. Sweet. All right, so we've got at least 2 diamonds here. That's awesome. I was not expecting to see those until we got down another like 30 or 40 layers. And there we go. Boom, 2 diamonds. We will gladly take those. Can you make copper trapdoors this early? I don't know if you can. I mean, not that those are like super useful either, but if I could, that would at least be something. But I mean, it would be nice to be able to make like a copper golem, because I never made one of those in the Skyblock. Like when they updated things, I was just starting that Skyblock challenge, so I never have made a copper golem in any of my worlds. And, you know, that's partly because copper was so scarce in the world that I was just playing in that I never really felt like, oh yeah, let's use copper for that. Oh, look at this. So I found my way into another part of the cave that I was exploring before. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Like, to find my way back here, I don't know how hard it would have been. But just like that, I'm actually right back in this cave now using my stair-step method. So I probably could have gotten here a lot quicker had I made my way through the cave. But a less direct route. And my goal is to be able to get up and down from diamond layer as quickly as possible in the future. Like I want to have just one straight shot that I can go down and get into my mine, where I can do some strip mining, where I can just make some, you know, long lines and use those to try to get as much opportunity at diamonds as I can. You know, that's the goal here. Is I really would like diamond armor. I'd like an enchanting table. I'd like diamond tools. So we need a couple dozen diamonds. So far we've gotten really lucky, and we found 2 at like -2, which that's pretty incredible. But we want to find a whole lot more than that. Let's see what's over here. Is this another little cave? Yeah. And that could be the more open cave over there. Let's see. We'll risk it, and we'll make a little run off into here for a second. Looks like that might be the more open cave that I was in before. We'll light this up as we go here. And see, like, that's the quick way to get down deeper, is you just follow a pathway like that. But even with torches, it can be tough to find your way back to your main staircase. Now, it looks like this is just a... Oh, man, I thought that was diamonds. I really, really thought that was diamonds. Yeah, blocking the caves off is probably a good idea. This one I'm just lighting up, and like this one, nobody's going to get through there, so not too much to worry about. But yeah, you're right. That other cave, if I can find my way back to my stairs, is exactly what I was talking about. Here's my stairs. If I go back up here, let's block off that other cave. Yeah, that's a good idea, because we don't want Where was that other cave? We don't want a mob to randomly end up in my staircase. Did I block it off? Maybe I did. I don't know. Or is it right here? No, that was the diamonds. Well, we'll find it when we're on our way back up. Oh no, here it is. There it is. We'll block that off. Because, yeah, otherwise what we'll end up with is mobs just jumping in and having their way with us. And we don't want that. We want a nice, safe path down to our ultimate destination, which is going to be the diamond layer. I'm spacing at the moment if it's minus 49 or minus 59, but whatever that is, whatever like basically the lowest level we can get to is. One level above the bedrock is what we're aiming for. So we'll just call it that. And we got to be getting close. Where are we at right now? Minus 16, so not too much further to go. Probably another pickaxe worth. We'll probably wear through this pickaxe before we get there, but that's all right. We don't mind. We brought plenty of wood to make new pickaxes. We're gonna definitely burn through a few pickaxes once we get down to the diamond layer, because our goal is to mine until we get probably about a dozen to 2 dozen diamonds. I want to make full diamond armor. I want to make a set of diamond tools. So, you know, for anyone who's just joined, this is a chest cavity challenge that I'm working on. And chest cavity is a mod that lets you open up the chest cavity of different mobs. And I'll give you a quick example here by opening my own chest cavity. And you can see that you get, each mob's going to have different things in it. I was trying to turn myself into Spider-Man, so I've added this insect Keika, I don't know how the heck you say that word, but I've added that in hopes that I would be able to shoot webs. I did it in my test run and it worked, but I can't remember where I put it in my body, and I tried a few different places and it wasn't working. It should work if I just hit the U button here, and I'm going to go ahead and try it. And yeah, nothing's happening, so not really sure what to do there, but anytime I open my chest, it does like 2 hearts worth of damage, so I didn't really want to just keep opening my chest over and over again. But what I can do in this challenge is I can do that to mobs. I can open their chests up and take different things out of them. One is the muscle, which I can use to make sausages or sliced meats. The other is going to be, like, for example, I took the appendix out of a creeper, and that's going to let me make myself explode. Now, still trying to figure out the right moment to use that skill, because I hear it's going to almost kill me. I don't think it's, if I'm full health, I don't think it'll completely kill me, but it's definitely not going to feel good. So we're going to use that at the right time. Like maybe we blow up a creeper at some point and just kind of give them a taste of their own medicine. But I've got that. One of our goals is to get to the end dragon and then make sausage out of him. You know, that, or her, I don't know if the end dragon's a girl or a boy, but we're going to make a end dragon sausage, and that's going to be some fun. So we'll get to that point, and you know, when we get to the end dragon, we're going to have to steal some of the muscle from the end dragon and use that to make a sausage. So the iron golem, we can take its muscles and we can give ourselves like a crazy, like, you know how when you get hit by an iron golem, he like throws you across the world? We can do that by taking his muscles, and then we can hit people and throw them across the world. So all sorts of cool stuff that you can do that's very unique and exclusive to this version of Minecraft, this mod. And my kids have given me some specific things to try to accomplish that we're going to go ahead and try to accomplish while we're playing. Let me see if I can pull up the screen that I have that all on. Of course I can, but it's going to block out my game. So give me a second here to get back to my game. So I can read off the goals that they've given me, which are going to be the creeper appendix, which then I need to go ahead and explode. A llama's lung. Now, I don't think that one gives you any special ability. I think my son just thought that would be funny. The silk gland from a spider. So maybe I took the wrong thing. Maybe it's not the cakeia that I need. It's the silk gland. That's why I am not able to be the world's weakest Spider-Man, is because I actually took the wrong thing from the spider. That's good to know. Venom gland from a bee. Now, I think that's going to make me venomous, maybe able to sting things somehow. A piston muscle from an iron golem. The piston muscle is, you know, what's gonna let me do that like throwing move. Yeah, I see that. I actually don't have my sound on right now. Probably should turn it on. But I've got the closed captioning showing me that there's a zombie groaning right next to me. not really dying to go into a cave. I'm still just trying to make my stairway down here. But yeah, definitely think I am near a cave. Let's see. Fireproof muscle out of a strider. Now, I don't know if that's going to let me like walk through lava, but if it does, that would be pretty cool. A blaze core. Now, I think that lets me shoot fire, which that one I'm pretty excited for. So I got to get to the nether, get to a nether fortress, and then open up a blaze and steal his core, which sounds pretty cool. From an enderman, I'm going to be trying to get a heart, an appendix, just those two things, a heart and an appendix. Now, I know one of those is going to make me afraid of water and will make me like automatically teleport if I get wet. So that one's kind of cool. I'm interested in trying that out. And then a shulker's spleen. I don't know what a shulker's spleen is going to do. Maybe let me hold more stuff. I'm not sure. A ghast's stomach. Again, not sure what that one's going to do. Maybe that one will also let me shoot fireballs or something like that. But we'll figure it out once we get the gas stomach. And then the ender dragon. We're gonna ravage the poor ender dragon. We're looking for an ender dragon's heart. We're looking for an ender dragon's muscle. We're looking for an ender dragon's appendix. Now, we're also going to probably want to take the ender dragon's intestines because we've learned that to make a sausage, you need both the intestines and the muscle. So we're going to take all those things from an ender dragon. And then the last one on the list is a wither's muscle. But I'm told it's not called a muscle, but that's basically what it looks like. Yeah, I've got it set up so that my sound will come through to you all. But I didn't want the sound to come through twice, and I didn't feel like putting on headphones. So I feel like if I have the sound playing through my computer, for me, it might get picked up by the microphone, and then you guys would be getting double sound. I often play where I don't want the sound, so like, you know, laying in bed, or other times where it's like nobody around me wants to hear the Minecraft sounds. So that's why I always play with the closed captions on. I also like that it gives you the directional guidance. So like if something's happening to your right, you get the arrow to your right. That can save you in a pinch. It does require you to kind of have like an extra eye on that part of the game. And there are times where I totally space out and I forget to pay attention to it. But when you're paying attention, it's definitely helpful. All right, we are very close now to the level that we're looking for. We're at minus 52, so it must be 59 that we're going for, minus 59. So we'll continue to make our way down just a few more levels. We should see bedrock here in about 3 or 4 more blocks down. And then we will start doing our strip mining, just making some long tunnels, looking for diamonds. Like I said, we're trying to get a whole bunch of diamonds so that we can have diamond armor, diamond tools, enough to make an enchanting table, all that kind of good stuff. Wouldn't mind grabbing a bucket of lava while I'm down here. I brought a bucket of water with me just in case, because in my last live stream, I almost burned myself to death with some lava. So just in case we do catch on fire, we've got a bucket of water to use. And there we go. We've now hit the bedrock. Are we too low? We're at 59. I think that's where I want to be. So we'll start, just go ahead and just mining forward at this point. Now, this is, I think, what a lot of people consider the most tedious and, quite frankly, probably the most boring part of Minecraft is just mining for diamonds. And they're not wrong. I mean, this is certainly not the world's most entertaining thing to be doing with Minecraft time. But I also find it to be like the most exciting in its own way, because it's kind of like a treasure hunt. Like, you're down here and you know that a diamond could be 1 block in front of you at any time. Like, that to me is kind of exciting. The fact that at any point I could open up a block and I could be on a vein of 8 diamonds, that excites me. But I also understand that it's very tediously, you're just mining block after block, and you can do this for, you know, minutes to hours and never actually find a diamond. Although I feel like that's rare, but I think you've all probably seen some of the memes where it's like, you know, if you just went 1 more block, you'd have found the diamonds. So you never want to stop because you're like always 1 block shy of the diamonds. Well, that's probably true, and we're going to keep going until we find them. We're not going to give up. We might make some turns here because eventually we're going to need to, you know, pick a different direction. We can't just go straight for it. Well, I say we can't go straight forever. The reality is you absolutely can go straight forever. Minecraft is huge, and it takes a long time before you actually run out of runway. So we could go for quite a while, but I'm going to probably go for about 10 more minutes on this stream. So we'll figure out, hopefully we can get some diamonds in that time period, but if we don't, we've got our cave established here, and we know that we can always come back down here. I probably won't even bother going up to the surface at this point until I've got the diamonds that I'm looking for. But my schedule does dictate that I've only got about 10 more minutes here on this live stream. So for anyone who's trying to plan out the rest of their evening, you got about 10 minutes till I'm going to be signing off. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead here and we're going to just keep on mining, hoping that we find some diamonds. I feel like I may be one block lower than I normally am because I'm seeing a lot of bedrock, so I might go up a block because I don't want to be getting diamonds that are in the bedrock, because if that's where you find them, you can find them down here at this level. So I think I want to be one block higher, and we're just gonna use this as our kind of layer that we mine at here instead of being one block down where we're seeing so much bedrock. Because if you do get a diamond vein and it spawns within the bedrock, then you're kind of stuck. Like, you've got a lot of your diamonds that are going to be trapped in the bedrock, and that's no fun. Yeah, you can go side to side. I know some people will do like 2 wide just to uncover more total blocks. I'll tell you, I lose my patience really fast mining for netherite. I always end up I'll show you sometime in my long-term world where I've just basically TNT'd the heck out of a massive area. And there's ups and downs to that process. Like, you definitely find the netherite a lot faster, but you also create these massive lava pits because you're blowing tons of netherite to bits, or tons of netherrack to bits with your TNT, and then you'll just open up like above or below a pit of lava, and it just pours down. So I've also had it where you find the netherite, but you almost can't even get to it because it's so surrounded by lava. But I also have found that for me, mining for it, I start to lose my mind. So I have more patience for diamonds for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just that I seem like I find them more. Right now it doesn't seem like it because I've gone through almost an entire pickaxe and I have yet to find one. But I know it's just on the other side of one of these blocks. Like, maybe it's not this one. Maybe it's not that one. But any block now, we're going to find ourselves some diamonds. So we'll keep going. We'll persevere here a little bit more. Hopefully we'll find ourselves a couple of diamonds at least to make this adventure feel like we accomplished something. But if nothing else, I still feel like I accomplished something here in this stream because we've got a roof on our house. We got a farm growing. We got some cows. We got some sheep. We're starting to build out our Minecraft world. Maybe we'll get some farms built up here the next time around, actually like make something that's a little bit more automated than, just having what we have. I'd probably need to build a mob grinder. And, one of the reasons that I'm doing this is I'm collecting a ton of stone, which is what I'll need to build that mob grinder. I guess I could do a cobblestone generator, but I just feel like that's silly to do in this world when I can come down here and mine for diamonds while collecting the blocks that I would need to make a mob grinder. So I think that might be up next is, we'll use all these blocks to build a mob grinder because the mob grinder is helpful even in a regular survival world for a few reasons. It's like the best possible source of bone meal. Like, there's just no other way to get bone meal like you can from a mob grinder. I mean, you saw I built an entire skeleton using primarily bone blocks because I got so much bone from my grinder. You also get bows and arrows, which are really helpful. I definitely find that fighting mobs with a bow and arrow is a little safer than fighting them with a sword. So I like to go ahead and collect up some good bows and arrows from my grinder, and you can get enchanted bows that you otherwise wouldn't be able to craft on your own. And the arrows, like making arrows, like getting flint and getting chicken feathers, that takes a long time to collect enough to actually get a meaningful amount of arrows. But you can get so many arrows from a mob grinder so fast that it's just a more effective way to do it. The other stuff that I was getting in my other world, like not really as helpful, like a potato. I've already found a potato. A carrot I can get fairly easily from a village. Iron is easier to find underground than it is in a mob grinder. iron farm might also be worth having. Yeah, that's a good call. Like, iron farms are very helpful. I haven't found any villagers yet, so I might need to put it on the list to like just find a village even, because I'll need a village if I'm gonna make an iron farm. But yeah, that would be worth doing. I just kind of decided on a whim today to focus on the diamonds, but that doesn't mean that the next time needs to be all about the diamonds, because like I said, this is so far feeling tedious. I'm down at the right level. I'm mining in a straight line. Like any moment now, I could see the diamonds, but I could also go for another 10 minutes and not see any diamonds. And that's the risk that you take when diamond mining, is you can go for a long time with none, or you can go for a short time and get a whole bunch, but you're never guaranteed anything in diamond mining. Other than that, you're going to get a whole lot of deep slate. Definitely guaranteed a lot of cobbled deep slate. Tiny Evil Fox, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're going to just continue on here and hope that we find some diamonds. But no guarantees that we will find any, but you never know. You gotta just gotta persevere. Like I said, this is that like lotto ticket form of Minecraft mining. Is, you know, you're at the right level, you know the conditions are right. You could come on a single diamond, you could come on an 8 diamond vein. Whatever you find is what you find, and you know, you take what you get, and sometimes you get nothing, and you take that too. At the end of the day, I'm just happy to be playing a little Minecraft that doesn't involve me standing on a tiny island in the sky hoping that a wandering trader shows up with pointed dripstone, because I was pretty much at my wit's end with that form of Minecraft. I'm definitely happy to be playing more of the traditional Minecraft, and we'll get some better progress here soon. We'll get some more mobs to bust open. But we're just kind of doing some of the basics of Minecraft right now. Like, it doesn't make sense to go try to open up a wither when you don't even have diamond armor. And it doesn't make sense to try to make a ender dragon sausage when you're just going to die trying to get to the ender dragon. I got some more redstone there. I guess I'll collect that. I don't really need redstone for anything, but I also feel like it's silly just to pass it up when it's here. I'm always a little disappointed when I find redstone when I'm diamond mining, because it's like, why couldn't that just have been diamonds? You know, would have definitely been more excited if that was a diamond, but it's redstone, and it's still something other than cobbled deep slate, so we'll take it. All right, we are through another pickaxe. That's a bad sign that we've basically gone through 2 pickaxes and still have not gotten any diamonds. Like, we found diamonds on our way down to this level. Like, that's the sad part, is we've found diamonds. We just have not found them in any large quantity, and have yet to find them here when we're doing our actual strip mining for diamonds. So it is what it is. Sometimes you find them, sometimes you don't. Playing the lottery in Minecraft is no more surety than playing the lottery in real life. Speaking of which, I did buy myself a lotto ticket for the Powerball this weekend when the prize hit $1 billion. I did not win, hence why I'm still here playing Minecraft. Although, if I did win, I would probably just be playing Minecraft more, if I'm being totally honest with you all. You know, that whole day job thing gets in the way of playing Minecraft. It's not like I'm doing this for a profession. I'm doing this for fun. Tiny Fox, thank you very much. It's the only voice I've got, so I'm glad you like it, because can't really change it. Although I do some other voices. I won't be doing them here on the stream, though. My kids tell me that no one wants to hear those voices. A redstone piston lava incinerator for the extra unwanted items. El Capitan, that is a very creative idea. I'm not sure that I know how to make a redstone piston lava incinerator, but I mean, it sounds like it could be a fun build, something to check out, something to try out. In the meantime, I would just love to see a diamond. Like, it would be nice to be able to get to a diamond and be like, ah, there it is, diamonds. Now we can end the stream. Instead, I feel like I'm going to be crunching up against the clock here and just hoping for a diamond instead of actually finding one and getting that fun sign off. It's like that wandering trader I was talking about earlier. Like, I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting for him to show up. He never did. And then I left the game and came back, and 5 minutes later, there he was holding the pointed dripstone. So sometimes you got to kind of give up on it, I think, before it actually comes your way. But, you know, doesn't mean that it can't show up here behind any one of these blocks. Literally, any one of these blocks, we could get diamonds. Just bring me the diamonds. Come on. You know that. You know they're out there. Let's get them. Come on, diamonds. Manifest some diamonds. Not getting any luck so far. We're just getting more and more cobbled deep slate, and we have made it about almost 3 pickaxes worth of distance. And we get iron. You know, nothing cracks me up more than coming all the way down to diamond level to get iron. I mean, iron is fine. I need iron. I'm not mad about iron. Like, I'm not mad, bro. But I don't need iron. Iron is not what I'm here for. I'm here for diamonds. Bring on the diamonds. I don't really know what to do to make these diamonds show up. I could turn, but I feel like it's that meme now. Behind the next one is just got to be the diamonds. Like, if I stop now, if I stop going, you know there's diamonds behind whatever. Like this block right here. If I stop, if I just turn around and I go back, you know that there would be a diamond behind this block. Like, let's just say we're just gonna pretend that I'm not going to mine that block. Like, okay, block, I'm not gonna mine you. So maybe on the other side of that block there's a diamond. Oh, that would have been so cool if it was. If I could have manifested a diamond there like that, that would have been pretty sweet. But no luck. All right, let's see here, El Capitan. Pressure plate activate a piston that pulls back a block to reveal the lava. Oh, like a hidden trash can. I love it. I love it. That makes sense. That's absolutely something I could pull off. I like that idea. So just, you know, cover up the lava so it's not always out ready for you to fall in, but have it always at the ready. Tiny Fox, remind me of another creator that didn't upload anymore. I know you're not him, but your style is chill and I like it. Keep it up. Well, thank you very much. I'm definitely not that other creator. I created this YouTube channel about a month ago, and that was my official start in YouTube creation. I've had plenty of people in the comments tell me that I sound like other streamers, and I'll be honest, like the people that they've said I sound like, I am always super, super honored to even know that I sound like these people, because most of them have like millions of subscribers, and I see that and I'm like, you know, if I could get a hair of the subscribers that they have, I would be really excited. But you know, if I'm even any way whatsoever close to them, that's good enough for me. Gaming with RJ. Grilled cheese. Well, gaming, I don't know how you knew this, but I love grilled cheese. So however you knew that, get out of my head, because I could actually go for a grilled cheese sandwich right now. Not sure if that was the other YouTuber's name and that's why you said it, or if that was just what you were thinking of when you heard my voice. But either way, I would absolutely like a grilled cheese sandwich right now. So if you are manifesting grilled cheese or giving away grilled cheese, please manifest some my way. But more importantly, let's manifest some diamonds my way, because that's what I would really like, would be some diamonds right about now, because I am almost out of time for this live stream. And if I don't find diamonds before then, well, then I don't find diamonds before then, because I can only stream for as long as I can stream. We're gonna just go for as long as we can, though. We're gonna push the clock here, and you know, go for as long as we can, because I really would like to end with some diamonds. Like, that would be my absolute goal here, would be to end with some diamonds. But just in case I run out of time here and have to sign off in a hurry, do please subscribe to the Dadcrafter channel if you haven't already done so. I'm guessing that if you're on this stream right now, that you've probably already subscribed. I did drop a video today that shows the completion of my Skyblock challenge. Please, if you're on the stream, go watch that video. Leave it a comment. Give it a like. Let's get the world to check out that challenge. I went all the way from the beginning to the end on Skyblock, and I'm pretty stoked for you all to check out how it went. Tiny Fox, I am at the Y minus 58 level right now. So I think that's the right level for diamonds, but if I'm in the wrong level, just please let me know. Luke the Notable. So I believe that's one of the ones I've heard from somebody else. And when I looked them up, I was like, holy cow, that guy has millions of subscribers. So the fact that I sound anything like him is really an honor. And I appreciate you saying that, because I'm pushing up against that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a little baffled that I've even managed to accumulate that many subscribers, because when I started this channel, I had no idea what to expect. I honestly wasn't sure if people would like my content at all, if people would have any interest in hearing the things that I have to say or hearing it from my voice. But so far, I feel like people have spoken and said that they at least don't hate what I'm putting out there, and maybe even like it just a little bit. And I certainly am about as honored as can be that any of you all spend any of your time watching my content here on YouTube. But like I was saying, please go ahead and check out the remix of episodes 1 and 2 of the Skyblock Challenge. And then episodes 3 through 11 are also live on the channel. I just posted the remix of 1, 2, I think yesterday, and then I posted episode 11 today, and that's the one that features the trip to the Nether that completes my Skyblock challenge, which is why I'm now fully pivoting over to the chest cavity challenge, where I, believe it or not, am going to be trying to do all sorts of stuff with the chest cavity mod, even though right now it looks like all I'm trying to do is find diamonds. That's because this is Minecraft, and I want diamond armor, I want diamond tools, and to get those, I need to start by getting diamonds. Yeah, El Capitan, I think my subscriber count jumped a lot when I had one short from my chest cavity live stream kind of go gangbusters. I don't want to say viral because I feel like that word means something, and I'm not sure that I qualify as viral, but I had a short get about 650,000 views, and I picked up a couple hundred subscribers off of that short alone. The polar bear one, yeah, that's the one. And I'll tell you, YouTube's funny. Like it's a cool short, but like I never thought that would be the one that would go nuts or that would get me all sorts of subscribers. But it drove like 3,000 people to view the live stream of my testing the chest cavity mod, and then it drove all sorts of views to other things that I did, and ultimately helped bring my subscriber count up quite a bit. And then now I think, once you get a base of subscribers, people see your content a little more. Maybe they share it with their friends. Not going to beg y'all, but if you have friends that like Minecraft, please feel free to share my content with them. Would love to get more people checking out the Dadcrafter. After all, that's why I'm doing this on the internet, not just playing by myself, is I want others to see and have fun here with my Minecraft. I built that whole long-term survival world playing 100% by myself, and I'll be honest, I had a ton of fun showing it off to everybody on the live stream the other day. That was the first time that I'd showed it to anybody other than my kids, and it was actually my kids that really inspired me to do this because they love watching me play Minecraft. They love giving me suggestions, they love giving me tips, and I figured, if they enjoyed it, maybe some others would too. So thank you all for proving that others would indeed enjoy my content also, because that's made me want to do this more, and it's the reason that I keep putting out new content, is that it seems like people are enjoying it. And as long as people are enjoying it, I'm going to continue putting it together. Yeah, it seems like the shorts are the best way to get people to see the content initially. Like, I hope that people will watch my long form content, because that's really what I need in order to build the channel. Is I need people that are willing to watch more of the the full scale content, not just the short forms. Like the shorts are great. Like they're helping me build this channel, which is ideal. But I need people to also watch the long form videos, and I think the only way to get people to realize that those exist is through the shorts, because those are just so much more digestible, so much easier for somebody to say, oh, this guy is, you know, worth watching a 30-40 minute video of, is by getting them started with a simple short. I want to get my crafting table back, but I don't really want to drop anything. I guess I'll drop that. All right, come on, be the one, be the block that has a diamond behind it. I'm like honestly a little baffled at this point. Like I don't think I've ever gone this long of mining in a straight line at y minus 58 without getting a single diamond. And I'm really tempted to turn and go another direction, but that meme of the Minecraft guy turning one block too soon is heavily in my head right now and has me not wanting to turn around. I'm just like, if I just go one more block, if I just go one more block, it's got to be there, right? It's got to be there. But so far, it's not there. But I will continue to push here for as long as I can and hope that we find some diamonds. You know, honestly, it's less tedious than waiting for a wandering trader. And it's sad that that's the standard that I've set for myself. But, you know, I've spent the better part of the last 2 weeks of Minecraft play where all I've done is wait for a wandering trader to show up. And that was about the most tedious thing I've ever done in Minecraft. Yeah, the Schrodinger's diamond behind the next block, El Capitan. That's the one. That's the one that's got me. I know it's there. I know it's there. So how do I give up now when I know it's there? Maybe it's 2 in front of me. Maybe it's 3 in front of me. Who knows? But I know it's in front of me somewhere. And until it's there, I got to just keep rocking. Oh no, that's not a diamond. That is a, oh boy, lava. Oh man, when your inventory is full and you need to stop lava and don't have a block out, boy. All right, well, that's honestly a good sign because diamonds do like to hide out around lava sometimes. So maybe this is a good sign. Let's see. What can we do here? We can store our water here. Can we grab some lava from this? Oh, yeah, we can. Look at that. All right, so we've got a lava pool. We've established that. So we'll grab that bit of lava. So we can make our lava farm now. All right, so you're saying, RJ, I should start going to the side like 4 or 5. Okay. Where should I start that from? Well, I'm not going to go left because we know left is where the lava is. So let's see. If we go right. Now you're saying go like 4 or 5. So like, well, I found some iron using your method, RJ. That's something. You know, it's better than nothing. We found some iron. So we'll go that way, and then we'll go this way. Oh, yeah, that's the lava. That's the lava right there. All right, let's see if we can get this block safely without getting lava. I wanted to close off that lava. Okay, cool. So we did close off the lava. Gosh, no, we didn't. All right. So we know we got lava to our left. That's what we know. We got redstone. We can find literally everything but diamonds right now. Let's see if we go to the left here. Are we back in lava? No. All right. So let's go ahead and light it up for y'all. Let's see. Do we find diamonds by going left and right? No diamonds there. So we'll continue forward. Yeah, I mean, it's this strip mining thing is closer to my staircase. Yeah, closer to my staircase is probably where I should have mined more, because something tells me that literally any other direction would have gotten me diamonds sooner. But that is a few hundred blocks back at this point, for sure. RJ, I'm not sure if I'm doing what you were thinking or not, but I think what you mean is just kind of go left and right like this. Like just open up a few blocks to either direction to see, like, you know, do you got diamonds there? You got diamonds there? So this is version 1.18 because that was the version where this chest cavity mod works. So if 1.18 has a different diamond layer, that would certainly be worth knowing. But I think this is still the right layer for diamonds in that version. We'll go ahead here, craft up some sticks, craft up yet another pickaxe. I do not love having a completely full inventory. No, I didn't want the sticks. I want the crafting table. There we go. Oh boy, this is where you... This is the problem with doing that, is you start getting lost as to which direction you're going. We want to go forward. So we'll keep going. We'll figure out a way to get these diamonds somehow. They're out there. I promise you, this world is not devoid of diamonds. Yeah, minus 59. I think, like, the layer I'm standing on is minus 59 because I'm at 58. So like this right here would be 59 if I went down one more. But then you start getting bedrock beneath you. So that's why I'm at this layer, because I like to be on top of that. So many lava pool on that. Usually mine at minus 54. And mine, oh, really? They brought it up higher for 1.21. I didn't know that. And at this point, I'm willing to say that I'm doing something wrong because, you know, it's been long enough. Minus 64 to 16. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is the layer I've always had luck at, but I'm definitely not having the luck today. But I will tell you what, I'm still feeling like it could be just one block ahead. I know I've said that now for about 100 blocks, but, you know, could be just one block ahead. It doesn't, you know, just because it hasn't been yet doesn't mean that it can't be. Let's go ahead here and we'll do another side mine. See what we see. Has it gotten worse in the newer versions? I haven't really played, I guess, the newer versions as much, but I feel like this is the way I've always gotten diamonds in the past. Oh, look at that, some gold. RJ, your method is working. It's just not working for what I want it to work for. Caving. Yeah, that might be the better way to go, is to cave. I think there, you know, the inherent danger of caving is that, you know, you can easily end up getting killed by mobs when you're caving, which is kind of why I've preferred this method. Like, nothing like, you know, good old safe strip mining. But it's a fair point that if strip mining doesn't get you what you're looking for, caving getting you what you're looking for would certainly be more fruitful. You know, risking death to get the diamonds versus strip mining forever and not getting diamonds feels like the caving option would have been better. I do have a cave that I could go back to. At this point, I just feel so committed. You know, you've gone through what, 6 pickaxes at this point, a few hundred blocks, more gold, and you know, no diamonds. I feel like it's just a matter of time before I see them. At this point, I've gotten gold, I've gotten iron, I've gotten redstone. I just have not gotten the diamonds. Yeah, that's right. I do remember reading that about the air blocks, that they spawn near air blocks more often. But I feel like they don't spawn in large quantities. Like, you might get 1 or 2 near an air block, but you don't ever seem to get like a dozen, or I guess not a dozen, like 6 or so near an air block. Like, those always seem to be, to me at least, they always seem to happen more down near these strip mine, you know, lower levels. But I have to say, I may have to abandon this method because Right now it is feeling like a fool's errand that I'm finding everything except for the diamonds. It's just, just so hard to give up once you've gotten this far on something. A big lava cave will get you 6 to 10. Yeah, that's probably fair. You gotta make your way around the whole cave, and you'll find a handful. I mean, Fox, I do have some iron. I probably could make another iron pickaxe. I don't feel like I have enough yet to really commit to that, because I'm afraid if I start going all iron that I'll run out of iron pretty quick, but that might be a method. I mean, look at this. I just got a huge gold vein. That's just hilarious to me. Once I break this pickaxe, I'll switch to using the iron one. Wow, 40 diamonds in one trip? And you did that all caving? I've never found that many in a cave. I've definitely found some in a cave before, but that's a lot for a cave. Wow, yeah. I mean, I think you're selling me on the caving option. I'll tell you what's not selling me on the strip mining option is the results that I'm getting from strip mining. These results are, pretty bad. We got to do ourselves a side here for you. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get anywhere on the sides. We'll use our iron pickaxe here. Maybe that's where the luck is. Maybe the luck's in the iron pickaxe. We're gonna try it all. We're gonna find a way to find the diamonds here. We're below some lava, so that's a good sign. Yeah, El Capitan, the gold is definitely a welcome find. I'm not upset about finding gold at all, because yeah, that'll be helpful once I get to the Nether for sure. RJ, I guess yeah, you're right. The caves and cliffs. I forgot that they did add the addition of all those caves with the air and the diamonds. So that's probably why it's so hard to find it here. Is yeah, 60 more Y levels. Yeah, I guess that's fair. That's fair. More levels means there's a lot more terrain to have to cover to find those diamonds. I just can't believe I haven't found any. Like at this point, I am continuing to go straight out of pure prove the game wrong. Like it's got to give me diamonds. Like we've gone now. I can't even begin to tell how far I've gone down this. How many blocks. I didn't look to see where I started from, but it's a lot of blocks that we've gone. The fact that we have yet to find a single diamond in this method after going through this many blocks, it baffles me. Doesn't seem possible that we could have gone this long strip mining without finding a single diamond. And I really would like to find just one, just to prove that this was correct. So you want me to turn after all this? You want me to go this far and then turn? Oh man, RJ, you're a glutton for punishment. What if the diamond is one block ahead? What if it's one more block? Tup Pup, hey, how's it going? What if I needed to go just literally one more block that way, and then I turn to the right now? What would you say if you gave me the direction of turning right, and that was what cost me finding this diamond? I'm gonna go this way. I'm going right. I'm trusting you. Trusting your instincts here. But let's just, for my sanity, let's see. What was behind door number 1? We went with door number 2. We turned to the right. Had I continued forward for just one more block. Oh, I was hoping. I was hoping it would just be fun if that had been a diamond. But I generally tend to agree with you that at this point let's try something a little different, because yeah, I think it has been around 1,000 blocks that I've gone forward without any luck of finding a diamond. So we'll continue this way. Oh, I'm just messing around because at this point I'm losing my mind staring at deep slate and finding nothing. Fishbone method. So you mine a 3 by Y2 main tunnel, then every 2 blocks mine a 1 by 2 tunnel, which result like a fishbone. Oh wow, that's interesting. TNT would be another option here, but I don't really have the ingredients for TNT. I guess I probably do have enough to make a couple of pieces of TNT, but a couple TNT blocks, I don't know what you call it. But I don't have a lot of them. Got water flowing nearby. Go left. Okay. We'll go left. Oh yeah, that's right. I do. I this is the chest cavity mod, and I do have that exploding organ. Now, do you know, RJ, is that like a one-time explode, or do I just explode at will? And does it hurt me, or does it not hurt me? Because I haven't experimented with that yet. So if you're familiar with the chest cavity mod and you know how that works, I would definitely be curious. Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, this is only my third time ever playing in the chest cavity mod. The first was me just figuring out what the heck it is and how it works. The second was me starting this world, and I got that appendix from the creeper, so I know I can use it, but I don't know what it does, and I wasn't man enough to test it out yet. I was trying to wait for like the right moment, and yeah, probably should have tested that out because yeah, if that lets me just like explode at will without blowing myself to bits, that would be really useful. But something tells me it's not, that it doesn't hurt you, because if you think about it, it definitely hurts the creeper when they blow themselves up. So I tend to think that if I blow myself up, it's going to hurt me as well. Well, Fox, we are almost out of our iron pickaxe here now, and we just found lava, tup pup, so this was not the right direction. I think that what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to make my way up to the surface because I want... Yeah, well, yeah, I don't even have the appendix with me, so I'm definitely not blowing myself up here. But yeah, if I did, I would have to do it closer to my base. Oh, RJ's going to give us the skinny. All right, give it to me. It does hurt you. Okay, I was pretty sure it would. But it leaves you at 2 hearts. Now, is that like if you start at full, it'll leave you at 2? Or is it, like it takes 8 hearts? Or is it just it always takes you down to 2? Blows up a 3 by 3 area around you. Okay, that could be interesting. Yeah, if you start at full. So you need to like be full hearts and then blow up 3 by 3 area, take you down to 2 hearts. Okay. Well, for those of you who tuned in while I was doing this mining, you're going to get an idea of just how far I mined, because it's going here. But I want to go back up to the surface and drop off some of the stuff in my inventory because I have way too much in my inventory right now. And while I'm up there, I will grab that creeper appendix and we will test it out. We're gonna test it out at the surface though, because I'm not gonna make my way. Well, no, maybe we will just make our way back down. What's it hurt? We built the stairway down for something. So we'll empty ourselves out of all this deep slate because I want to be able to use this. I want to be able to collect more of it. I got some builds to do with it. I do think that you can use it multiple times. I'm pretty certain that that's but I think you need to have like gunpowder to make it work. So that's the other thing is I'm not sure where. I guess it's an appendix. I probably put it in place of my appendix would make sense. But we'll try it. We'll figure it out, and we'll jump back in our cave and we'll go blow ourselves up near our stairs. That way. Yeah, if it was one and done, that would be pretty weak. I don't think that would be the case. But I've seen weaker things in my life, so it's not impossible. All right, we are almost to the surface. We've made it up to our house. All right, so we're going to go ahead here. We're going to drop off as much of this as we can. Don't need any of that. Don't need that. We'll drop that. All right, that's good enough. And we are going to grab this creeper appendix, and we're going to grab the gunpowder that we got from the creeper. And let's see. So we need to do two things. We need to open ourselves up. We need to put the appendix in for our appendix. Oh, look at that. I'm like making green bubbles now. And then where do you think I got to put the gunpowder? Like that's, maybe we put it here in place of this thing because we don't need that. I've determined that that's not necessary. So we're going to put that there. You know what? Maybe just in case we put some of our other stuff into a chest, because now that I think about it, I probably don't want to have all of my inventory on me if I'm going to blow myself to bits. We'll keep the food. Oh. What is that symbol? Organ rejection. Oh boy. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Let's see. Let's open ourselves back up. Maybe it's the gunpowder. Nope, it's definitely this. All right. So we're going to wait till we get back down to where appears to be a fuse. It won't do much by itself. Yes, you need to have the gunpowder. Yeah, creepers are one and done, El Capitan. So that is fair that it could be a one and done. But all right, we're going to go ahead, heal up. We're going to go down into our cave. Oops. Did we bring ourselves a pickaxe? Oh, we've got enough pickaxe left just to get enough cobblestone probably to make a pickaxe, or enough deep slate. So we'll head ourselves down here all the way back down to the bottom. And then we're going to go ahead and explode. So we're about to see what this creeper appendix does and what it causes in terms of a result. So we'll go right about here, and then we need to set up a keybind for it. So we've got, do you think it's creepy? I think that's probably what it is. Yeah, I'm guessing creepy is probably what it's called. That would make sense to me. So we'll go ahead and make that. What did I have for the silk? U. We're going to make that U. All right. And here we go. We're going to put the creeper's appendix back in. We're going to put the gunpowder in. And we're going to press U. Oh! Well, it looks like that took me all the way to 0. Now, I didn't pay attention. I was at all but 1.5 hearts. So that took me down by 8.5 hearts all the way to 0. Well, that was why I didn't bring everything I had with me. But we're going to go ahead and go back down here and collect our stuff before it despawns on us. But that was cool. It definitely blew me up. I'm curious to see how much it blew up around me. So, you know, in some ways that was a one and done, El Capitan. But you're right. I think I needed to heal up a little bit before I did that. That was probably my mistake. What I hope is that it didn't blow up everything in my inventory, because that would be... Okay, good. It didn't. It didn't. So that's fine. That's fine. And it did. It cleared out a space around me. I was partly hoping that that space around me would just randomly have had diamonds, because that would have been pretty cool. But the creeper appendix is gone. So it is a one and done. It is a one and done, because the creeper's appendix is gone. I've got my own appendix to put back in, but I do not have a creeper's appendix anymore. So that looks like the answer is you get 1 explosion per creeper appendix, because I do not see a creeper appendix laying around here anywhere. What a disappointment. I thought for sure that we would have a creeper's appendix waiting for us to come back to after blowing ourselves up, but Looks like you do not get the creeper appendix back. It's a fuse is what it said. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense. But yeah, that's going to be it, El Capitan. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day right there on this stream. We now know what the creeper's appendix does. It blows you up. It creates a little bit of a, that 3x3 is about right for what it blew up around me. You know what? We went about 1,000 blocks. We didn't get any diamonds down at this level, but we got 2 on our way down. And we figured out exactly what it is that our creeper appendix does for us. We built the roof on our house today. We're making progress. This is the chest cavity challenge. We're going to keep playing Minecraft until we get to the end. We're going to make an end dragon into an ender dragon sausage. That is one of our goals that we're going to get to at some point. But in the meantime, we got a whole bunch of Minecraft in front of us. I appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. It's a lot of fun to have you guys on the chat. Makes it a lot more fun for me to play when I've got somebody to talk to along the way. I am the Dadcrafter. I can't wait to catch you all the next time.